first alert comes in the middle of lunch. I don't notice it at first. My phone vibrates on the table, but I'm too busy stirring the half-clotted soup in my bowl, watching the way it swirls in lazy circles. It's too thick. I should have added more water. Then the vibration comes again. Then again. I sigh, wipe my hands on my lab coat, and finally glance at the screen. Emergency alert. Avoid the color blue until further notice. I blink. Read it again. The lab is quiet except for the hum of fluorescent lights. Across from me, Patel chews methodically on a protein bar, scrolling through his own phone. He frowns. "You get that too?" he asks. I nod, holding up my screen. "Glitch?" Patel shrugs. He clicks the power button, locking his phone. "Probably. I mean, what the hell does that even mean? Avoid the color blue? Like what? We just stop looking at the sky." I snort. Or wear green-tinted glasses. Patel laughs, but it's uneasy. A forced kind of sound. I can't blame him. The alert is bizarre. No context. No follow-up. Just a single ominous line, as if someone pressed send before they finished typing. I tap the screen. The alert doesn't disappear. Normally, these things come with a secondary message. Severe weather warning. Stay indoors. Flash flood in effect. Something. But this? Nothing. Another vibration. Emergency alert. This is not a test. Avoid the color blue. Now Patel's frowning harder. Okay, that's weird. I glance at the others in the break room. Reyes and Kowalski sit by the vending machines, eyes locked on their phones. Kowalski mutters something under his breath, shaking his head. I open Twitter. #AvoidBlue. It's already trending. Thousands of posts. Screenshots of the same alert. Memes, of course. Sonic the Hedgehog is cancelled. The ocean is now illegal. One person asks if they should flush their blue Gatorade down the toilet. I scroll further. Someone posts a shaky video from their car. They're filming a billboard displaying the same message in harsh white letters. Avoid the color blue until further notice. A new alert flashes. Emergency alert. Remove or cover any blue objects in your surroundings. I stare at the words, something cold curling in my stomach. A joke. It has to be. Some elaborate, large-scale prank. But then why is my pulse racing? I look around the break room. The others are reacting now. Reyes pushes away from the table, eyes darting toward the windows. Kowalski mumbles a curse. The world outside is still normal. The sky is its usual dull winter blue, tinged gray at the edges. Cars pass by the facility's lot, the same rust-colored sedans and mud-splattered trucks. Nothing's changed. So why does the air feel different? Patel clears his throat. He's staring at his own lab coat. The ID badge clipped to his chest is blue. For the first time, I notice the way his hands twitch, fingers gripping the plastic like it might burn him. "This is stupid," he mutters, yanking the badge off. He shoves it into his pocket. "It's just some weird cyber attack, right? Some asshole messing with the alert system." I don't answer. I can't, because something about this is wrong. I stand slowly. My eyes track the room. The wall clock has a blue rim. The coffee machine in the corner has a blue logo. Reyes' water bottle is blue. The realization spreads through the group like a slow-moving infection. The things we own, the clothes we wear, the world itself. How do you avoid something so everywhere? Another phone buzz. This time, the alert isn't text. It's audio. A robotic voice crackles through the speakers. Avoid the color blue. Do not make contact with blue objects. This is not a drill. Reyes stands abruptly, nearly knocking her chair over. She's breathing fast, her eyes flicking toward the vending machines. The bright blue Pepsi logo. "Okay," she says. That's enough. I'm checking with security." She doesn't wait for a response. She moves for the door, pushing it open with more force than necessary. For a moment, no one speaks. Patel looks at me. "This is a joke," he says, like he's trying to convince himself. I don't answer. Another alert. Avoid individuals who appear disoriented or unresponsive after encountering blue objects. My stomach drops. I look toward the hallway. The sound of Rhea's footsteps should still be audible, but the air is silent. Patel shifts uneasily. "She just went to security, right?" I nod slow, but something gnaws at me. The break room is close to the front desk. We should hear something. The faint murmur of voices. The chime of the entrance doors. Instead, there's only the faint hum of the lights. Kowalski stands. "I'm gonna check," he mutters. He moves toward the door. He opens it. Freezes. I don't like the way his shoulders tense. The The way his breathing changes, shallow, uneasy. Patel shifts beside me. Dude. Kowalski doesn't turn around. Doesn't answer. I step forward, peering past him into the hall. At first, I don't understand what I'm seeing. Reyes is standing by the security desk. Perfectly still. Her back is to us. Her head tilted at an unnatural angle. The fluorescent light above her flickers slightly, casting weird shadows across the tile. The security guard isn't at the desk. She doesn't move. Doesn't shift. Just stands there. My mouth is dry. Patel whispers, "Reyes?" She doesn't react. The air feels heavier, thicker, and then I see it. The security desk chair. It's blue. I glance at Patel. His face has lost its color. I look back at Reyes. She moves. It's slow, barely noticeable. But her fingers twitch. My body locks up. Kowalski takes a step back. The door creaks slightly as he moves, and in the silence, the sound is deafening. That's when Reyes turns around. Her eyes are wrong. The pupils are dilated. Lips parted slightly, like she's trying to speak but forgot how. Her fingers twitch again, spasming. And then, the alert pings again. My phone vibrates. The others do too. One last warning, filling the space between Reyes' open mouth and the weight in my chest. Do not attempt to communicate with affected individuals. I stare at the words, then at Reyes. She smiles. The lights flicker, and every screen in the room floods with blue. Reyes is still smiling. Not a normal smile. Not the kind that comes from amusement or recognition. It's wrong, too slow, too controlled, like someone imitating the act of smiling rather than feeling it. I don't move. Neither does Patel or Kowalski. The break room air has thickened, pressing down on my lungs like water. Something is wrong with Reyes. She takes a step forward. Her movements are sluggish, stilted. Her arms hang loose at her sides, fingers twitching at irregular intervals. "Reyes," Patel says. His voice is thin. "You okay?" No response. She takes another step. The fluorescent light overhead buzzes louder, flickering in uneven bursts. The screens behind us, the break room TV, the tablets left on the table, all pulse with waves of shifting blue. I don't look at them. Reyes exhales softly, a strange sound, hollow. Then, for the first time, she speaks. It's so quiet. The words barely pass her lips before she lunges. Patel shouts. Kowalski shoves the door shut. A dull thud as Reyes collides with it, fingers scraping at the wood. The room explodes into motion. Patel backs against the counter, breathing hard. Kowalski slams the lock in place. I stumble away, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Reyes wasn't just moving, she was snapping forward, as if something had yanked her by invisible strings. And her eyes. Something was wrong with her eyes. Kowalski presses his weight against the door. "What the fuck, man?" Patel shakes his head, still gasping. "What the hell is happening?" I don't answer. Because I don't know. A new alert vibrates through my phone. I barely manage to pull it from my pocket, hands shaking. Emergency alert. Avoid individuals exhibiting delayed or unnatural movements. Do not engage. I show Patel and Kowalski. They read it in silence. Kowalski swears under his breath. "You're kidding me." A thud. All three of us flinch. The door rattles as Reyes presses against it from the other side. Her breath is audible now, low and uneven. A dry inhale, a whispered exhale. Patel swallows. "Reyes? Can you hear us?" Silence. Then, "It's so quiet." The exact same words. The exact same tone. Like a recording played back. Patel pales. I look down at my phone. My grip tightens. The screen is still glowing, the alert frozen in place. The text doesn't fade like normal. Something has gone horribly, irreversibly wrong. And it started the moment we saw the alert. The viral video. An hour passes. Maybe more. The break room is dead silent except for our breathing and the occasional, faint scrape from the other side of the door. We don't open it. None of us speak. I keep checking my phone, but there are no new alerts. The screen still glows, frozen on the last message. I try texting security. No answer. Outside, nothing has changed. The sky is still blue. Then Patel mutters, "Holy shit." I snap my head up. He's staring at his phone, eyes wide. He tilts the screen toward us. It's a video. A shaky vertical recording. Someone standing in front of a blue-painted wall. The words, "This guy is crazy," are in the caption. The man in the video raises his hand. He hesitates, then presses his palm flat against the blue surface. At first, nothing happens. Then, his arm stiffens. His shoulders lock. His fingers splay unnaturally, as if something is pulling them apart. His head snaps up. The camera shakes. Someone gasps. The man's mouth gapes open. His pupils dilate. For a moment, he doesn't move at all. Then slowly, too slowly, his head begins tilting to the side. It tilts, and tilts, and tilts, far beyond what should be humanly possible. The camera jolts. Someone swears. The video cuts out. A wave of nausea crawls up my throat. Patel rubs his face. No way. No fucking way. But I can still see Reyes' unnatural smile burned into my vision. It's not just a video. This is real. And it's spreading. Escaping the break room. We can't stay here. Reyes has been silent for a long time. I don't know if she's still outside. Kowalski grips the doorknob. He glances at me. We run for the south exit, yeah? I nod. Patel hesitates. What if she? He doesn't finish. He doesn't have to. Kowalski tightens his jaw. Then we don't stop. He twists the knob. The door swings open to an empty hallway. Reyes is gone. The security desk is vacant. The fluorescent lights flicker. The silence is unnatural. We step out. Somewhere in the building, a phone vibrates. The sound is distant but somehow wrong. Distorted. We move quickly. The hallways feel longer than they should. Stretched. The shadows don't fall where they're supposed to. We pass an open office door. I catch a glimpse inside. The desktop monitor glows blue. A man sits at the desk, back facing us. Stiff. Still. I don't look long enough to see if he's breathing. We reach the south exit. Kowalski pushes the doors open. The parking lot is empty. No people. No cars. No wind. The sky above us is a perfect, unbroken shade of blue. We step outside, and every single phone in the building starts ringing at once. The sound of ringing phones chases us into the parking lot. Not just ours, every phone inside the building. Office lines, personal devices, emergency broadcast systems. They trill in unison, a deafening, discordant symphony. We don't stop moving. Kowalski takes the lead, sprinting toward the lot's edge, Patel right behind him. I turn once, just once, toward the building. The lobby's automatic doors are open. Something stands just inside. A shape. A person. Maybe Reyes, maybe someone else. Their head is tilted too far to the side, as if their neck has softened into something pliable. Their eyes are locked on me. The blue security desk glows beside them, pulsing faintly like a living thing. I don't breathe. I don't think. I run. An empty town. We reach the street. Cars sit abandoned at odd angles, some with their doors flung wide. Papers flutter in the breeze. A plastic bag skitters across the asphalt. Patel stops. His hands are on his knees, breath coming fast. Where the hell is everyone? I scan the street. Storefronts are dark. No movement in the windows. The air feels wrong. Too still. Kowalski's jaw tightens. We need to keep moving. Patel swallows hard. He looks back at the building. Reyes was fine before she touched that chair. Right? So we just avoid blue. It sounds logical when he says it, but logic doesn't explain what we saw. I check my phone again. The last emergency alert is still frozen on the screen. No new updates. No way to know if help is coming. If there's even anyone left to send it. I glance at the sky. The blue stretches endlessly. No clouds. No sun. Just an empty, washed-out abyss. I don't think it's supposed to look like that. Kowalski moves first. There's a fire station a few blocks down, he says. If anyone's still out there, they'll be there. None of us argue. A house with a blue door. The silence follows us. We pass block after block of empty sidewalks, unmoving streetlights, and vacant cars. No birds. No wind. No distant traffic. Patel doesn't look at the houses. But I do. Most are empty. Windows dark, doors shut. But one house, a small, pale one with a blue door, stands slightly open. The wood is splintered at the latch. A pair of bare feet are just visible in the shadowed doorway. I stop walking. Don't, Kowalski murmurs. The feet don't move. The toes are curled slightly against the floor, like their owner is gripping the wood. Holding on. I don't step closer, but I swear, I hear breathing. Shallow. Dry. Like someone who forgot how. I turn away. We keep walking. The gas station broadcast. The gas station appears first. A single-story shop with a wide, cracked parking lot. The fuel pumps are still, their digital screens dark. But the store's radio is playing. A low, staticky hum drifts through the air, barely audible. We approach slowly. Patel stops at the entrance. "What if the cashier is?" He trails off. Doesn't finish the sentence. Kowalski grips the door handle. "We find out." He pulls it open. The chime sounds unnaturally loud in the silence. We step inside. The overhead lights flicker. The air smells like stale coffee and something chemical. No one's here, but the radio crackles from behind the counter. The words are faint, lost in static, but I can make them out. A voice. Slow. Hollow. "Avoid the color blue. Remain indoors. Avoid affected individuals." It repeats, over and over. Each time, the words sound less human. Patel exhales shakily. "Jesus." I move toward the counter. The broadcast continues, looping endlessly. Then, a new voice crackles in. Fainter. Different. "Is anyone there? If anyone is hearing this, please." I think I'm the only one left. I freeze. Patel's eyes widen. "That's..." The voice cuts out. Static rushes back in. I grab the radio, twisting the dial. "Hello? Who is this?" No response. "Are you safe? Where are you?" The static shifts. For a second, I think I hear breathing. Then softly, "It's so quiet." The line goes dead. I drop the radio. The store lights flicker blue. We bolt. Fire Station 07. The fire station is just 2 blocks away. We run the entire way. Kowalski reaches the doors first. They're locked. He bangs on the glass. "Hello? Anyone?" No answer. Patel swears under his breath. They can't all be gone. I press my hands against the glass, peering inside. The station is dark. Empty. The fire trucks sit in their bays, untouched. A laptop glows from one of the desks. Its screen flickers blue. Kowalski curses. He steps back, eyes scanning the street. "We need a new plan," he mutters. Patel rubs his face. There has to be someone left. No one speaks. The street stretches around us, eerily still. The only sound is the faint hum of a power line overhead. Kowalski exhales sharply. "We need to get out of town." Patel looks at him. "You think this is just the town?" Silence. Then a sound. Faint. Close. A footstep. We whip around. A figure stands at the end of the block. Distant. Motionless. Their head is tilted to the side. I don't move. I don't breathe. Then they lurch forward. Another shape appears behind them. Then another. All standing wrong. All moving in slow, unnatural twitches. Their eyes are locked on us. And behind them, filling the entire horizon, the sky deepens into a perfect, pulsing shade of blue. We run. There's no time to think. No time to hesitate. The figures at the end of the street are moving toward us. Not walking. Not running. Lurching. Limbs jerking forward in unnatural spasms. Heads tilted. Eyes locked on us. Their movements are slow, stiff, like puppets whose strings have been tangled. Patel curses under his breath. Where the hell do we go?" Kowalski doesn't answer. He just runs. So do I. We don't go back to the fire station. There's no point. No one is left. Instead, we sprint down the street, cutting through an empty intersection. Our footfalls echo against the pavement. The air is thick, pressing in on my lungs. We pass abandoned cars, their windshields catching the light from the blue sky. I force myself not to look. We turn a corner. A grocery store looms ahead. The automatic doors are partially open. A gaping black mouth. Patel slows. Inside. I hesitate. Something about it feels wrong. Kowalski makes the choice for us. He ducks inside, disappearing into the shadows. Patel and I exchange a look, then follow. The grocery store. The air inside is stale. Dim emergency lights hum overhead, casting long, flickering shadows across the aisles. The ceiling speakers are still playing the store's music, a warped, distorted instrumental. I grip a shelf, trying to steady my breath. Patel crouches behind a row of empty carts. Kowalski scans the store, jaw tight. "We wait here," he mutters. "We need to figure out what the hell is happening." He's right, but something about the silence feels off. I peek through the doors. The figures are still coming. Slow, uneven steps. Their movements are jagged, delayed. Some of them drag their fingers along the pavement, nails scraping against the concrete. But they're not looking at the store. They're looking at the sky. I follow their gaze. My breath catches. The blue above us is moving. Not clouds, not light shifting. The color itself is shifting, pulsing in waves. Like something alive. A deep, almost electric shade of blue, rippling like fabric underwater. I slam back against the wall. My stomach turns. It's changing. Patel gives me a sharp look. What? The sky. My voice is barely above a whisper. It's a crash. Something topples in the next aisle. All three of us freeze. Patel swallows hard. His fingers clench around the handle of a stray shopping basket. Not alone, he murmurs. Kowalski signals for silence. He pulls a pocket knife from his belt, small, useless against whatever the hell is happening, but something. We move slowly. Careful. I inch forward, peering around the shelves, and see her. A woman crouched near the frozen food section, face buried in her hands. A pool of something dark stains the floor beneath her, spilled juice maybe. But I can't shake the feeling that it's wrong. She's shaking. I should say something. I should step forward. But before I can, she lifts her head, and I see her face. Her skin is smooth. Too smooth. No wrinkles. No pores. No mouth. Just two dark, empty sockets where her eyes should be. My chest locks. The woman's head tilts. The movement is slow, unnatural. Her eyeless gaze settles on me. I don't move. I don't breathe. Then, without warning, she opens her mouth. A gaping black hole, splitting open where there was once nothing. The sound that follows is not a scream, not a voice, but static. The overhead lights flicker blue. Patel grabs my arm. We need to move. Now. I don't argue. We sprint toward the back of the store. The static wail rises behind us, flooding the aisles, bouncing off the empty shelves. I don't look back. We burst through the stockroom doors. Kowalski shoves a crate in front of the handle, hands shaking. What the fuck was that? Patel presses his hands to his head. I don't. The security monitor in the corner flickers on. None of us touched it. For a moment, it shows the empty store. Then, the cameras go blue. Not just tinted, drenched. Like something is pressing against the lens, bleeding through the pixels. The color pulses, expanding outward, swallowing the footage whole. Then, the screen glitches, and I see something else. Something moving within the blue. Not figures, not people. Something behind it. Kowalski grabs my arm. His face is pale. We can't stay here. He's right. We need to get out before it's too late. The radio transmission. We push through the back exit, spilling into the alley. The street is still empty. But the sky, it's worse. The pulsing blue has spread, swallowing the horizon. The sun is gone. No warmth. No shadows. Just blue. Then, Patel's radio crackles to life. A new transmission. Are you there? Hello? A voice. Frantic. Alive. We freeze. Kowalski fumbles with the volume, pressing it to his ear. Who is this? Static. Then, you need to listen. You need to get underground. Don't let the sky see you. Patel's face twists. What the hell does that mean? The voice shakes. They're in the blue. The transmission cuts out. Silence. We stand there breathless, staring at the radio. Then, a new sound. Soft. Low. Breathing. Not from the radio. Behind us. I turn. The alley is empty. But something is watching. I feel it. Kowalski grabs my wrist. We need to move. Now. We run. And above us, the blue deepens. We run. Not toward anything. Just away. The sky looms overhead, a heavy, pulsing blue, seeping into the edges of buildings, spilling into alleyways, swallowing the town in an eerie, unnatural glow. We need to get underground. That's what the voice on the radio said. If we're even still hearing human voices. Kowalski leads, gripping Patel's arm, dragging him forward. Patel's breathing is sharp, ragged. I don't know if it's from exhaustion or something else. I keep looking over my shoulder. Something follows us. Not footsteps. Not shadows. Just the feeling of being watched. Like the sky itself is looking down, pressing into the cracks of my skull, slipping into the spaces behind my eyes. I blink hard. Focus. There, Kowalski gasps. He points ahead. A public library. 2 stories, heavy stone walls, old architecture. A place meant to withstand time. And basements. We don't hesitate. We sprint up the steps. The library. The doors aren't locked. They swing open too easily, as if they've been waiting for us. The inside is dark. Dusty. Rows of towering shelves stretch in every direction, books sagging in their places like forgotten relics. The silence is worse in here. Thick. Pressing. Like sound itself has been swallowed. Kowalski shuts the door behind us, locking it. He presses his forehead against the wood, breath shuddering. Patel stares into the dim rows of bookshelves. His voice is barely above a whisper. We're not alone. I don't ask what he means. I already feel it. Something in this place isn't right. The air doesn't move. The darkness feels deeper than it should. I step forward carefully, scanning the room. We need to find the basement. Kowalski nods, rubbing his temple. Yeah, now. Patel doesn't move right away. His eyes flick to the windows. The outside world is drenched in blue. It pulses against the glass, vibrating like something alive. I grab his wrist. Come on. The spiral staircase. We move deeper into the library. The further we go, the less real the world feels. The bookshelves stretch taller, their contents fading into shadow. The floor creaks beneath our steps, but the sound is muted, like something is suppressing it. Finally, we find it. A heavy door in the back of the library. Rusted metal. A small, faded sign. Archives, no entry. Kowalski shoves against it. Locked. I search frantically for a key, a latch, anything. Patel steps forward. His voice is hoarse. Move. He raises a fire extinguisher from a nearby wall hook. Before we can stop him, he swings it hard. The lock shatters. The door creaks open. And behind it, a spiral staircase descending into darkness. The basement. The air smells wrong. Old paper, stale air, and something chemical. The stairs groan under our weight as we descend. The deeper we go, the more the sound disappears. Even our breathing feels quieter, like the air is stealing it from us. The basement is huge. Rows of metal shelves stretch into the darkness, lined with boxes and records. A single hanging light bulb sways above, casting flickering shadows. Kowalski exhales. We stay here, at least until we figure this out. Patel rubs his arms. This place feels, he stops, shakes his head. Never mind. We sit on the cold concrete. None of us speak. Then, a low hum. I freeze. Patel looks up sharply. You hear that? The hum isn't coming from the walls. It's coming from the floor. The hatch. Kowalski grabs the light, angling it down. There, at the far end of the basement. A metal hatch. Old. Rusted. Sealed shut with bolts. I step closer. The humming grows louder. Something is beneath us. Kowalski swallows. What the hell is this? Patel suddenly grabs my arm. His fingers dig in tight. I turn. His face is pale. His eyes are fixed on something behind me. I don't want to look, but I do, and I see it. A figure, standing at the top of the stairs. It knows we're here. The light bulb flickers. The figure doesn't move, just stands there, head tilted, body unnaturally still. But I see it breathe. Shallow, uneven. Its face is wrong, too smooth, like something half-formed, caught between what it was and what it's becoming. I don't move. The hatch vibrates beneath us. Something shifts under the floor. The figure takes a step forward. Slow. Deliberate. Patel's grip tightens. What do? Kowalski exhales through his teeth. We go deeper. My stomach clenches. Into the hatch? He nods. Whatever's up here is already changing. His voice is low, measured. But whatever's down there, it's been here longer. A pause. Then slowly, the figure starts down the stairs. Not walking. Floating. I grab the nearest bolt on the hatch. My fingers tremble, but I twist hard. The metal groans. The floor shakes. Patel grips another bolt, yanking it loose. The figure is halfway down now. The humming is deafening. I shove against the hatch, prying it open. A rush of cold air explodes upward. It smells like metal and something dead. I don't think. I jump, falling into the dark. I don't hit the ground. Not immediately. The air is thick, heavy. My stomach lurches as I plummet downward. Somewhere above, I hear Patel and Kowalski shouting. Then, a thud. I land hard. The ground is smooth, wet. I push myself up, chest heaving. The air is colder here, thick with something that sticks to my skin. Then a sound. Soft, wet, breathing. Not mine. I turn slowly. The darkness stirs. And from its depths, something moves. The dark breathes. Not air. Not sound. Something else. The space around me is too big. A vast, swallowing blackness, stretching further than my eyes can track. The ground beneath my palms is wet and smooth like polished stone, but when I shift my weight, it gives slightly, as if there's something soft underneath. Above me, the hatch is still open. A dim circle of flickering yellow light seeps down, barely reaching where I sit. A hole in reality. Then, Patel falls through. He lands hard beside me, gasping. Shit, shit. I grab his arm. You okay? He nods, wincing. Then Kowalski drops down. He hits the ground with a heavy thud, rolling to his knees. He barely takes a breath before jerking his head up. The hatch. Above us, the figure peers down. Its head tilts, studying us. The light from the library basement makes its skin look stretched wrong. Then, it starts to lower itself through the hatch. Not climbing, not jumping, drifting. Kowalski doesn't wait. He grabs the hatch door and slams it shut. The metal locks into place with a deep, final clang. And then, darkness. The black room. None of us move. The air is thick, silent. Then Patel exhales shakily. Where the hell are we? I reach into my pocket, fumbling for my phone. I press the button. The screen glows to life. The light barely reaches past our feet. It illuminates a few feet of smooth black floor. And beyond that, nothing. Not walls. Not shapes. Just emptiness. Kowalski stands, wiping his hands on his pants. We need to move. We need to find a way out before. A wet noise. Soft. Shifting. Patel turns sharply. Did you hear that? Kowalski doesn't answer. He already has his knife in his hand, staring into the dark. My pulse pounds. The sound is close. Something dripping. Slow. Thick. I raise my phone's light. The beam cuts through the dark, shaking slightly. At first, there's nothing. Then, something glistens. Not far ahead. A shape. Not moving. Patel swallows. That. I step closer. Just a foot. The shape is human-sized, lying on the floor. But its skin is wrong. Too dark. Too smooth. Like something pressed into the shape of a person, but never quite finished. My stomach turns. Kowalski's voice is quiet. Look at its hands. I do. And I realize something. It's holding something. A radio. The transmission. Patel takes a cautious step forward. That's... He stops, shaking his head. That's impossible. Kowalski grips his shoulder. Don't touch it. But Patel is already reaching. He crouches slowly, carefully peeling the radio from the figure's fingers. They don't resist. I don't think they can. The body doesn't move. Patel raises the radio. His breath is uneven. It looks like the same model we have. He turns the knob. A burst of static. Then, is someone there? The voice is distorted, warped beneath the static, but it's real. Patel presses the speaker to his ear. Hello? Who is this? A pause. Then, you need to move. Patel stiffens. What? They know you're here. The air shifts. I feel it. Kowalski backs up. We need to go. Now. Patel grips the radio tighter. Who are you? What's happening? The voice lowers. Urgent. They came from the sky. They. The static warps. The words stretch, dragging out unnaturally. Then, run. A wet scraping sound echoes from the dark. Something moves. They're not dead. Patel drops the radio. Kowalski grabs my sleeve. Go. We run. The phone's light bobs wildly as I sprint forward, illuminating only fleeting glimpses of the smooth black floor. Behind us, a low dragging sound, like something rising. Patel gasps. There. I don't want to look. I look. The figure isn't lying down anymore. It's standing, but not like a person, like a marionette being pulled upright. Its limbs stretch. Its mouth opens. Not a human mouth. A black void, swallowing light itself. I choke on a breath. And then, it screams. Not sound. A vibration. The entire room shakes. Kowalski grabs my arm. Move. We sprint blindly. The darkness shifts around us, distorting, bending. Shapes rise in the distance. More figures. More bodies pulling themselves up. Kowalski yells. Find a wall, a door, anything. Patel turns sharply. His voice cracks. There. Ahead. A structure. A tunnel. Narrow. Leading deeper. Kowalski doesn't hesitate. Go. We hurl ourselves into the passageway. The walls change around us. No longer smooth. Rough. Twisting. Like veins. My stomach clenches. This isn't. The screaming stops. Silence. We freeze. Patel's breath shudders. Did they stop? Then, a new sound. Fainter. Distant. Not from behind us. From ahead. A rhythmic thumping. A heartbeat. Patel swallows. We need to turn back. Kowalski's voice is hollow. We can't. I glance behind us. The entrance to the tunnel is gone. Swallowed by the dark. We're trapped. And the heartbeat is getting louder. The heartbeat surrounds us. Slow. Rhythmic. Too big to belong to anything human. It vibrates through the walls, through the veins of the tunnel. I try not to breathe too hard. The air is thick. Heavy with something I don't understand. Kowalski presses forward. We don't stop. Patel grips the radio tighter. He hasn't turned it off. Maybe he's hoping for another transmission. Maybe he just doesn't want to feel alone. I can't blame him. We're deep now. Beneath the town, beneath the library. Beneath whatever's happening above. Patel whispers. Where does this even go? No one answers. We keep moving. The changing walls. At first, the tunnel is tight. Close enough that our shoulders brush against its sides. The walls are slick, moist, pulsing with a faint, almost imperceptible movement. Then, it widens, opens into something larger. Kowalski stops first. Jesus. I step beside him. My stomach twists. The tunnel has split. 3 separate paths stretch before us, each leading into blackness. And the walls are changing. No longer just veins. They shift, like something alive just beneath the surface. Patel's voice shakes. This isn't just underground. Kowalski grips his knife tighter. We have to pick one. Patel swallows. How do we even? Then, the radio hisses. We all flinch. Patel lifts it instinctively, his fingers trembling. The static warps, twists, then a voice. Left. A whisper. Faint. Patel jerks his head up. Did you hear that? Kowalski nods slowly. Yeah. I glance at the left tunnel. It looks the same as the others. Dark. Endless. Patel turns the dial. Who are you? No response. The static crackles, then stops. Patel licks his lips. Should we listen? Kowalski exhales through his teeth. We don't have a better option. I hesitate, then step forward, going left. The left tunnel slopes downward. The heartbeat grows louder. Patel keeps glancing back, like he expects the walls to close behind us. I don't say anything, but I do too. It's hard to tell how far we've gone. Time feels strange here. The walls pulse. Sometimes I swear I hear breathing. Then, Patel stops. His fingers tighten on my sleeve. His face is pale. I follow his gaze. Ahead, the tunnel opens. A massive chamber. And in the center, a structure. The pillar. It isn't natural. It doesn't belong here. A monolith, stretching upward into the black. Taller than anything underground should be. Smooth, featureless, except there are carvings near the base. Faint. Unreadable. Kowalski steps forward cautiously. His voice is a whisper. This was built. Patel shakes his head. By who? I swallow. By what? Because there's no way this is human. Not the way the stone is shaped. Not the way the carvings twist when I try to focus on them. Patel steps closer. He runs a hand along the carvings. Flinches. His breath catches. What the hell? Kowalski turns sharply. What? Patel stares at his own fingers. He rubs them together. They're numb. My stomach tightens. Don't touch it again. Patel nods quickly, wiping his hand on his shirt. Yeah, he stops. Something shifts inside the pillar. A faint, wet thud, like something moving. Patel backs away. Then, a noise from the radio. A voice. It sees you. It's waking up. A vibration ripples through the chamber. Kowalski grabs my arm. We need to go. Patel stares at the pillar. Is it alive? The stone shifts. Slowly, like it's breathing. Then, the top of the structure splits open. Something unfolds. I don't understand what I'm seeing. A color I can't describe. A shape that doesn't make sense. I can't look away. The walls shudder. The ground pulses. The heartbeat is everywhere now. Patel grabs my wrist. His voice is wrong. Stretched. Distant. We're inside it. And I realize he's right. The walls. The floor. The tunnels. This isn't just underground. It's part of something bigger. And it's waking up. No way out. The chamber quakes. The pillar moves. A low vibration rolls through the air, not quite sound, not quite touch, something in between. Patel drops the radio. The static screams. Kowalski grabs his knife. But what the hell is a knife gonna do against this? We have to run. We turn to flee. But the tunnels are gone. Nothing but smooth, seamless black walls. No exit. Patel stares at the monolith. His breath shakes. We're trapped. I want to tell him no. Want to tell him we'll find another way. But the heartbeat is everywhere now, pounding through my skull. And then, the blue light returns. Not outside. Not the sky. Here. Spreading from the pillar, crawling up the walls, sinking into the floor. Everything glows. Patel stumbles back. No. No, no, no. Kowalski grimaces. His voice is tight. It's the same as above. Patel shakes his head. But they said to avoid blue. They said. I grip his arm. What if there's nowhere left to avoid? He stops. His chest rises and falls. And then, the light reaches us. It seeps into our skin. I don't feel pain, but I feel something. Something shifting, changing. Kowalski exhales. He watches his hand as the light crawls over it. His voice is quiet, resigned. What if we were never meant to avoid it? Patel doesn't answer. None of us do. Because now, we can hear it. Not just the heartbeat. Not just the vibrations. The whispers. And they are inside us. The blue spreads. It isn't light. Not really. It moves differently. Not like something illuminating the space. More like something growing into it. Claiming it. It crawls up my arms. No heat. No cold. Just sinking in. Patel stares at his own hands. His breath shudders. I feel it inside. I do too. Kowalski doesn't speak. He watches his fingers flex, turning them over as the glow seeps deeper. His expression is unreadable. But I see it. He's listening. I hear them too. The whispers. Faint, shifting. Not words, at least not at first. Just impressions. A pull in the mind. A pressure behind the eyes. Then, a voice. Why do you resist? The words don't come from outside. They come from inside my skull. Patel staggers back. No, I don't want to hear this. Kowalski tilts his head, blinking slow. It's not asking. The pillar pulses. The monolith in the center of the chamber. No, the thing that isn't a monolith. It shifts. Not stone, not metal. Something else. Something alive. I force a step back. My legs feel wrong. Heavy. Not my own. The whispers deepen. You are part of this. You always were. My vision wavers. I blink hard, trying to clear it, but the walls, the chamber, everything twists. For a second, I'm not here. For a second, I see flashes of blue. A sky. Not our sky. Ripped open. The color flooding in. Spreading over towns, over forests, over cities. A slow, creeping change. People standing still, staring upward as their eyes turn blue. Not glowing. Not possessed. Just absorbed. The world goes silent. And then, something steps through. Not from the sky. From inside it. The color breaks apart, takes form. Tall, shifting figures unfolding from the air itself. Their bodies are not bodies. Their faces are not faces. But their voices are everywhere. And everyone listens. I come back. The chamber reforms around me. The monolith pulses again, like a slow, massive heartbeat. I suck in a breath. My throat feels coated in something. The blue is inside me. Inside all of us. Kowalski's voice is low. You saw it too. Patel shakes his head violently. No, it's not real. It's just hallucinations, or it is memory. The voice isn't ours. Not the radio. Not the whispers. It comes from the monolith. Kowalski doesn't flinch. He stares at the towering, breathing shape before us. What are you? Silence. Then, you will understand. You will return. The words swell inside my head. Not a threat. Not a demand. A promise. Kowalski exhales slowly. Then, almost absently, he presses his palm against the side of the monolith. Patel makes a choked sound. What the hell are you doing? Kowalski doesn't answer. His eyes glaze. The glow spreads up his arm. Patel rushes forward, grabbing him. Let go. Now. Kowalski blinks, slowly. His lips twitch. And then, his mouth moves. But the voice isn't his. It is too late. Patel yanks him back. Their bodies separate. And Kowalski screams. It's not just light. The blue clings to his skin. His arm stretches, distorts, turns translucent, then solidifies again. His fingers twitch as if learning how to move. He stumbles forward, panting. His skin is his again, but I can see it in his eyes. He isn't the same. Patel stares. What the hell just happened? Kowalski flexes his fingers. His voice is too calm. I felt it. Patel swallows. Felt what? Kowalski looks at him, then at me. The blue flickers in his pupils. The end of this. I grip my own arms, trying to ignore the feeling of the color sinking deeper. Patel takes an unsteady breath. We have to go. We have to. The monolith shifts. Something opens at its base. A doorway. Not one that was carved. Not one that was built. One that was grown. Beyond it, a path. Leading down. One way forward. We don't speak. We just stand there, staring. The blue pulses slow and steady. It wants us to move. Patel whispers, "This is a trap." Kowalski exhales through his teeth. It doesn't matter. Patel whips around. What the hell does that mean? Kowalski looks at him. There's nowhere else to go. And he's right. The tunnels behind us are gone. There is only this. I exhale slowly. We've been moving down this whole time. Patel grips his head. So what? We just keep going. No one answers. Because the truth is settling in. There was never an escape. Only the illusion of one. The world above, the world we knew, it was already over. Maybe we just didn't know it yet. We move. Kowalski takes the first step. Patel hesitates. Then, with a shaky breath, he follows. I step last. The monolith closes behind us. The blue dims. But the whispers remain. And somewhere, deep beneath us, something waits. The monolith seals behind us. The sound isn't mechanical. It's organic. A deep, wet shifting like muscle reknitting itself. There is no going back. The passage ahead is tight, winding. The walls pulse. They breathe. Not stone. Not metal. Something else. Something alive. Kowalski moves without hesitation. Patel lags behind, his breath coming sharp and uneven. His hands won't stop shaking. I keep close to him. We keep moving. I say, voice low. That's all we can do. Patel swallows. Nods. But he doesn't look convinced. The descent. The deeper we go, the more the blue fades. It doesn't disappear. It just sinks. No longer coating the walls, but inside them. Beneath the surface. Like veins under skin. The whispers stay. Soft. Constant. You are returning. You were always meant to return. I try to shut them out. Patel mutters, we're not supposed to be here. Kowalski doesn't look back. We were never supposed to leave. Patel lets out a short, humorless laugh. That's comforting. But something's changed in Kowalski. His voice isn't afraid. It's accepting. And that scares me more than anything. The hall of echoes. The tunnel opens into a chamber. The air is thicker here. Like we've stepped into a different atmosphere. Every breath feels weighted. And the sound. It's wrong. Not just whispers. Not just the heartbeat. There are voices. Not coming from a radio. Not from the walls. From figures. At first, I think they're statues. Tall, humanoid shapes standing in rows, stretching into the dark. Then, one moves. Patel grabs my arm. His fingers dig into my skin. Kowalski just watches. The figures stand perfectly still. But their mouths move. Shapes forming in the dark. Sound spilling out like an echo from somewhere else. And their eyes. Blue. Not glowing. Not bright. Deep. Empty. Familiar. I whisper, they're not statues. Patel's grip tightens. They're people. The forgotten ones. The whispers from the figures don't match their lips. Like a radio out of sync. Like a tape looped over itself. Kowalski steps forward. Patel jerks him back. What the hell are you doing? Kowalski tilts his head. They're not reacting to us. Patel's voice is sharp. Yet. But Kowalski is right. The figures don't move. They don't reach for us, don't turn their heads. They just stand. Mouths forming words that don't belong to them. Kowalski glances at me. Listen. I don't want to. But I do. The whispers shift. Looping. Repeating. The sky was open. We walked through. We are waiting. I shiver. Kowalski watches them closely. They're not speaking for themselves. Patel's voice is thin. Then who are they speaking for? The moving one. A new whisper rises. Low. Clear. And this time one of the figures moves. Slow. Stiff. Not like something waking up. Like something remembering how to be human. It turns its head toward us. The voice inside my skull deepens. You have returned. Patel grips my sleeve. No. No, no, no. The figure steps forward. Its movements are wrong. Too fluid, too heavy. Like something mimicking how a person should move but getting the details slightly off. It stops a few feet away. I don't breathe. The blue in its eyes shifts. Like it's recognizing us. You were with us. You left. My skin crawls. Patel shakes his head. That's not true. We weren't here before. The figure watches him. Then, it repeats his words. That's not true. We weren't here before. Its voice is his voice. A perfect, hollow echo. Patel stumbles back. The whisper in my head presses deeper. You forgot, but we remember. Kowalski exhales. It's not talking about us. I turn to him. What? His jaw tightens. He gestures at the rows of figures. It's talking about them. Patel's voice shakes. Then what the hell does that make us? The pull. The figure takes another step forward. Patel yanks me back. We're leaving. Now. But? Where? The monolith closed behind us. There is no way back. Only forward. And I can feel it now. The pull. Not physical. Not a demand. Just a quiet, steady invitation. Like an open door. Like an answer waiting to be remembered. Kowalski tilts his head slightly, listening to something only he can hear. The blue in his eyes flickers. It is time. My breath shudders. Patel grips my wrist. We're not staying here. But he's wrong. I can feel it now. We never left. The figures speak in unison. You belong to us. You always did. And for the first time, I don't know if I want to resist. Patel is pulling me back, but my feet don't move. The figures watch. Still, silent, waiting. Kowalski stands beside them now. His face calm. His hands at his sides. His eyes. Blue. Patel's voice breaks. No. No, you're still here, man. You're still you. Kowalski blinks slowly. He exhales like he's finally at peace. I was always here. Patel lets go of my arm like he's been burned. His whole body is trembling. This isn't happening, but it is. And I feel it too. Something shifting inside me. Not a force. Not an infection. A memory. The truth we forgot. The whispers grow louder. Not voices anymore. Not messages. Just understanding. The weight of something we were never supposed to forget. The blue hums under my skin. It isn't invasive. It isn't wrong. It's familiar. Like a name I haven't spoken in years. Like a door I've always known was there. Patel's voice cracks. We're leaving. But his words feel hollow. Because we aren't. There is no way back. There never was. Who we are. The figures begin to move. Not toward us. With us. Not statues. Not echoes. They were people. Once. They still are. We remember now. Patel takes a step back. His breathing is fast, erratic. No, this is wrong. He doesn't feel it yet. Or maybe he does. Maybe he's fighting it. I don't think I can anymore. The blue pulses through the room. Through me. Through all of us. The monolith, the thing that isn't a monolith, responds. Its surface ripples. And then, it opens. The other side. Patel grips my arm again. Desperate. Don't. But I'm already stepping forward. Because I see it now. What's beyond the monolith? Not darkness. Not emptiness. A place. A home. The sky is blue. Not just blue, alive. Moving. Breathing. The same color we were told to avoid. The same color that sank into our skin. And beyond it, them. Tall. Shifting. Waiting. Not invaders. Not monsters. Something older than our words. Something that was always waiting for us to wake up. Kowalski steps through first. His body doesn't vanish. It doesn't warp. He just becomes part of it. Whole. Complete. Like he was never supposed to be anywhere else. Like he was always missing something. And now, he isn't. Patel refuses. He's still holding me back. His hand is like iron. His voice isn't. It shakes. Don't leave me. I turn to him. His face is pale. His eyes wild. Afraid. I remember feeling that way too. But the fear is gone now. Because I remember. I remember who I am. I remember who we were. Patel. My voice is calm. Too calm. Not mine. Or maybe. It always was. He shakes his head. His grip tightens. This isn't real. But it is. And he knows it. The figures step past us one by one. Their bodies shifting, returning. Some hesitate. Some move without question. Some smile. They know too. Patel's voice breaks. I don't want to go. The final choice. I don't pull away. I let him hold on. Because I understand now. Some people can't come back. Some people won't. And that's okay. This was never about forcing us. It was about remembering. It was about choice. Patel looks at me one last time. His face is twisted, pleading. He still doesn't understand. I smile at him. Soft. Final. And I step forward, crossing over. The blue welcomes me, not as something new, as something that was always part of me. And as I step through, as the world reshapes around me, I see it all. The sky above. The world that isn't lost, just waiting. I hear the voices, but they're not whispers anymore. They're ours, speaking in unison. Because we remember now. Because we are whole. I look back one last time. Patel is standing there, alone. And then, the monolith closes, the blue fades, and the world continues. Final broadcast. A radio crackles somewhere. A distant transmission. A voice flat, emotionless. Emergency alert. The color blue is no longer a threat. Avoidance no longer necessary. You may resume normal life. The transmission ends. And above, the sky remains.